I was just watching this video on YouTube. Um, she's called Kate the Angel Medium. um, I like her. She's sweet and she speaks a lot of truth. And she was talking about something that I resonated with so much that I was like, okay, I think I needed to hear this, and it's been happening to me all day. Like my friend Denisha was even like, Christina, I've noticed that you don't know how to put up boundaries and you're not like good at keeping the boundaries, and that's gonna affect your daughter, and that's gonna affect her in many big ways as she grows up. Like, kids aren't gonna like her. And she was just speaking truth, right? And it's true. I struggle with, you know, putting up boundaries. That's one of my biggest struggles. Like, I struggle with putting boundaries with her father, with my child's father. And I struggle with putting boundaries for my daughter. And I've noticed how it's one of the big things that I struggle with, and I've always struggled with this, and I'm aware that I am working on this. And the thing is that I don't even know like how to go about it. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, this is really new to me. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing or what I'm supposed to be saying. Or how I'm supposed to be, like, how I'm supposed to sound even. Like, I don't even know the tone that I'm supposed to be using for these boundaries. Like, this is super new to me. Very, very new to me. So lately, every single time I reinforce a boundary, I sound angry. I sound mean. I sound like the villain. I sound like the bad person, like the bad guy, like the like and this is something that I'm perceiving in myself, right? Like, I feel like I'm being mean too. But other people are perceiving me that way too. And I know it. But in reality, I'm trying to reinforce a boundary that I needed to have reinforced a long time ago. A long time ago. Like, if you're out of my life, it's for a reason, right? I asked for it too. I asked God. I asked my angels for help with all of this. And when they were finally removed from my life, yes, it hurt a lot. It hurt. It was very painful. Super painful. Like, but I didn't know that that's what I needed to grow. I didn't know. I really didn't. And my brain is still out here thinking that I'm not good enough for these people, when in reality, it's the other way around. It's the other way around. Why am I thinking that I'm not good enough for these people, when they showed me time and time again that they weren't good enough for me? So it's like, from all of these years that I have suffered, I don't know if to call it narcissistic abuse, and I guess it is narcissistic abuse. I'm gonna say it that way. Like, I don't want to admit to it, but I think it was. My brain still wants to say that it was all my fault, when it wasn't. I'm just a person, like a too empathetic person, devaluing myself so that they could, you know, how can I explain this? It's in my brain, but I can't. Like the words aren't coming out. Like I'm discounting myself. This is the way that Kate said it. Like I'm discounting myself so that they can buy me. Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? Like, why am I giving these people a chance over and over again? They're not giving me a chance. They never gave me a chance. The second I put up a boundary, or the second that I started speaking up for myself, they didn't give me a chance. Did they? They didn't. They were okay with me, like, me either discarding them or discarding me. And this is why my heart was like a stone. I used to be so like, my heart used to be like so hard. I wouldn't allow anybody to come into my world. I didn't allow anyone to come into my world because it was too painful. Every single time I would allow somebody, and this still happens to me. Every single time I allow somebody to come into my world, it brings so much pain to my life. It brings so much chaos. It brings so much pain. And then I'm just left to pick up the pieces. And the other person's just happy like nothing happened, going about their lives. And I'm here picking up the pieces, waiting to see when my life is gonna get better. And Kate was like, why are you waiting? Don't wait. Like, do the thing that you want to do now. Like, why are you waiting for the next day and the next day? And then just do the thing you want to do now. Make a plan for it and do it. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna think of a plan. I'm gonna make a plan and do the thing that I want to do, because I don't want to keep devaluing myself and like allowing people to just come into my life and ruin it, because that's what happens. I don't have boundaries and I don't put up the boundaries, and people just come into my life and ruin it. Especially when I had already had like a really nice thing going on. My life was great. Yeah, maybe I was alone, but 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, actually, my life was great. I was doing better. I was like, I was in a good place. I was in a good home. I was in a great working environment, a great job. And then look at me now, struggling to pick up the pieces again. Yeah, I'm not complaining, because I did learn a lot. I learned a lot. Big lessons. A lot. And I'm still learning. I'm still learning, and I'm slowly figuring out that I definitely do not need validation from these people, and I don't need validation from anybody. Like, I can validate my own experience and my own emotions. And that's what I've been doing. And I'm proud of myself, you know? Her finally being able to do that and realizing, hey, like, you don't need people for this. Like, you got this. So for whoever needs to hear this, I don't know who needs to hear this rambling, but for whoever wanted to hear it or was okay with hearing it and wanted to resonate or relate to somebody, well, here I am. But yeah, lately I've been feeling stuck because I'm afraid of moving forward with my life. I'm afraid. And a part of me also wants wants to have like closure, but I know that I will never get it. I know that it's never gonna happen. I know that an apology will never come. Like that, I already know. Like, why am I waiting for an apology if it's never gonna get here? Why am I feeling stuck? I am putting that on myself. Waiting for an apology that's never gonna get here. So, like, I have to move on. I have to completely close that door. I have to leave that situation alone. My brain needs to forget about that already. I need to move on. I need to move to something that I want to do now. Like, whatever it may be, I'm not going to share it, but it's more like I'm more aware than ever, and I'm more like motivated now to continue to do the things that I always wanted to do before I even got pregnant. Yes, it's gonna be hard now because I have a child, but I'm not alone. And I know that the people around me are gonna be okay with supporting what I'm doing, because they're gonna know that it's not only about me, that it's gonna be about, taking care of my child, that it's gonna be for my child, and they're gonna want to help me. They're gonna want to give me that support because it's about my child. It's not just about me. I'm just glad God is making me so uncomfortable in my current environment, because that is motivating. That is the fire underneath my to motivate me to do something better for myself, to move on, to be better, to be a better person. Without all of these things happening around me, like, I would be too comfortable and I wouldn't even do the things that I want to do. So yeah, I'm thankful for the mess that I'm experiencing right now. I'm thankful for it. I was crying earlier about it, and I wanted to talk to my mom about it. I did. And I sent her a message asking her if she had the capacity to hear me out, and she never replied. But you know what? That's okay. Like, it just shows me again, it's confirmation again of like, who are the people that are supporting me and who are the people who are not, or maybe are not ready to. I don't know. But again, why am I empathizing with people that don't have any empathy for me? Why? I don't know. I don't know. But at least I'm aware of it now. At least I'm aware of it now. And I'm going to move forward with the things that I need to do in order for my life to be a little bit more tolerable. Like, I'm not going to keep myself in the same place just because it makes the other person comfortable. It makes the other person feel good. If it's not making me feel comfortable or feel good, then why should it be that way? They didn't care about my feelings. Why should I care about their feelings right now? Especially right now that I'm not even with them or they're not even around me. That's when I really need to start taking care of myself then. And do the things that I need to do to bring my life back together and like make it make sense. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I am taking steps for my life to make more sense. And it feels ugly. It feels ugly because it feels like I wouldn't have done all of these things that I am doing now before. I wouldn't have. I would have allowed everybody or anybody to like step all over me. But I'm done with that now. I know I need better in my life, and I need to do better for myself.